Hello guys, my name is Vamsi and welcome to my channel Bash Shell Scripting. Today let's write our first Hello World program in Bash. So if you are a programmer, you must be sick of this by now, but what can I do? This is almost a traditional way of learning a programming language. So let's get started, but before we get started, let me also tell you this is my first ever recording and I'm kind of nervous, so stick with me. So let's go on and write our first shell program. I have created a directory called scripts, and you can see the program called helloworld.sh. You can either use Nano Editor to open it, which comes as a default program, or you can also use any other programs you like. In my case, I'm going to use Vim to edit the script that I have already written. And as you can see, the first line tells Linux to use Bash interpreter. So that's the way of communicating with Linux. So that's the first line, and the second line says to print hello world. And as you can see, you cannot print a hello world program just like that. You just have to provide an executable permissions to do that. In our case, we are using chmod command to do that, +x hello world.sh, and as you can see, the change in the color says it all, and you have this executable permissions now. Or you can either use bash to run the script right from the command line, or you can say /hello world.sh to display the output of the command. There you go, you see hello world. Now let's edit the program. There is one more way of saying Linux to use bash interpreter. Let's comment this for now, and let's use a bin environment space bash. So this is one more way of saying the same, and you can run the program. It basically displays the same output, and you can say Control L to clear the screen. That's a shortcut, keep it in mind, and run the program again to see the output. So now let's write something useful. I mean, hello world is nothing. You can do it in almost any other programs. Let's write a program to display variable data into the output. So let's say display variable data, and let's call it name equal to, let's call it pro. Okay, now let's echo it hello $name. So this basically outputs the name of the variable, in our case, which is pro. So there you go, you see it, hello pro. Now let's do something useful again. Yeah, as you can see it, that's pro. Let's do something useful. Let's comment these two lines, and now let's do something to display variable data from the input. I mean, if you can push in some data from the input, how do you manage it? So let's call name is equal to $1. So this $1 basically takes the input of the first, I mean, it's basically the first argument coming through the program, and let's say hello $1, which takes the initial input and displays it. Or you can also say hello $name, which you kind of assigned it to the variable name. So both of them should work. And when you say hello world.sh says pro, there you go, you see it. And let's edit this. Okay, a flight is passing by. You should find some disturbance now. Now let's comment this, both these lines. No, okay, let's comment this as well. Oops, no, comment this, and let's write something. So let's have default value. So if you have a default value set up to a variable, if you can input a value you can assign that value to this variable, and if you're not passing any arguments, ask bash to use this variable as a default value. So that's how you do it. And let's say echo hello dollar name should display the first argument that's coming in. If you don't have any argument coming in, it displays pro. Let's run without argument now. So there you go. So hello pro, and call James, and there you go. You see James argument coming into that variable. That's one way of doing it. So that's all I have for you for today, and thanks for watching the video.